Hello YouTube, welcome back to another video. In this one we're going to go ahead and play through this War of Mine, the Little Ones. This is a game that came out quite a few years back. I've played it a few times, kind of on and off, but I've never gone through and actually played through the whole way. Didn't really know entirely what I was doing, so today we're going to go ahead and start a new playthrough. We're going to try to write our own story here. 80 days until ceasefire, moderate intensity of conflict. We're going to make the winner come halfway through. Moderate, city map. I have one here, just with some stuff on there, everything but the quiet house. We've got quite a few like traders and soldiers and stuff, so we'll have some interesting points there. So we're going to try that map. And for our people, we are going to go with Bruno, who cooks. Marin is a builder. We're going to go with Boris, who can carry a lot of stuff. And Katia, who is going to be our trade person. So if we get into those trade cities and try to trade with people, that's how we're going to start out. 4 people who should all help us quite a bit here. So let's see what we get on day 1. Pretty much the first day here is just going to be trying to clean up our house, tidy up any like garbage or debris. We're going to try to get a couple beds down. So we have those. And let's see. So we got that. We don't want to be in the snipers. So Bruno is slightly wounded already right off the get-go. So we're going to need a bed and we need supplies. So let's see what we can get. Is this door locked? Yes, it is. Okay, well, we're going to send Bruno through here, pick this up, and we're going to get some supplies. We'll get a lockpick. We're actually going to save the lockpicks. I'm going to try to make a crowbar fairly quick here to open everything up and maybe be able to trade away our lockpicks, possibly. So we're going to see there. Lots of supplies. We're also going to try to get our house boarded up as quick as we can. Holes in the walls and stuff, so that'll help with raids. There are raiders that come and will try to take our supplies, so we're going to try to make sure they cannot do that. Bed, we're going to do a bed over here, and then we can get Bruno to bed. And we're going to start digging up this dirt pile here, and I'm going to send Boris up to go ahead and start trying to dig up that top. Sheriff Bruno up there. Yeah, I'm gonna swap them out. Send Boris up there to dig that out, take Bruno downstairs, get him in bed. Now, I know a few things about the game, but I do not know everything. I know some basic stuff. I kind of remember how I start off and do that. And the winter I know very little about. I know it's gonna get cold. I know that much. So I'm not looking forward to cold. We're gonna have to get some heaters up. That's about halfway through, so that will actually kind of work out that I did that instead of early. I could have done it late as well. We do a metal workshop right beside. I don't think night 1 we deal with raiders. I think they can come anytime after that. But I don't know exactly like what nights they're supposed to come, what nights happen when, if it's random. So we're gonna figure it out. I generally just try to keep somebody on guard each night, and then have 2 people sleep and 1 go out and scavenge, which in this case our scavenger will be Bruno. Or not Bruno, Boris. Sorry. And so we're gonna get that made, and we're not using our lockpicks. We have a treehouse there to scavenge, so I'm definitely going to go over there. And as soon as we get this made, there we go. We're going to go ahead and see what else we can craft. We're going to need a radio. The radio is so handy. And we're just going to have it right over here. And now we got him sleeping, and we're going to go ahead and open this up here. We get a jewel that we can trade. And then we're going to bust this door open, clean up that debris. A crowbar lasts more than once, and I'd really like to save those lockpicks or trade them. That's the most ideal thing for me. This first day is probably going to be a fair bit long, just trying to get everything we need. If we can find some components, we can make a shovel. But they're digging away up there, so maybe we're just going to let them dig. I'm not using a lockpick. We're going to use a crowbar. So Boris is digging, Katia is digging, Bruno is sleeping. Katia is actually almost done over here, and then we have Martin, who just unlocked his door. And we can send him to dig as well, so everybody's digging. A shovel would help us up a lot, but we're not going to use that yet. I don't want to use those supplies when I can use them for some better stuff. And Katia just finished hers. So maybe we're going to go ahead and actually send her down to take over Martin's spot. Maybe we can start doing some a little more building if we have some stuff to work with. Let her dig. Let's see, what can we build? Pretty well nothing. Okay. We need components. Simple as that. Yeah. But we can go check the radio while Boris finishes up there. And we can just get our day one things. We're pretty much just going to leave the classical music on. I believe that's kind of the best route. I don't know what the other music does. There, it's our three. It's those 3 stations that tell you stuff, and then you have your classical. Boris is just about done. We're getting closer to the night here, so we're gonna see. And we do only have 1 bed, which is kind of rough for first day, but the crowbar helps us get everything here in the house. So trade-offs. We'll just have to keep people rotating in bed, medkits, and books. We're gonna keep books. People like books. They could use more beds. We're gonna try to meet some of these needs that they have. Just try to help them out, feel a little better. If we can get a hatchet, we can clean up a lot of the furniture around, like things we just busted open. So we'll probably do that. I'll see if I can go clear out this little treehouse here. And there's that thing downstairs as well, so Claudia has made it through here, so we may not get everything done here today. There's quite a few things to do on the first day. Supplies there, that's some nice components. I'll send him way over here. Claudia's got that, med and vegetables. We're gonna need the vegetables. The books are nice too, just for supply purposes. And we're gonna hope Martin gets this done before 8. Does he do it? No. So we can open that in the morning. Bruno's slightly wounded. He's gonna sleep in the bed. Boris is gonna be our scavenger. Martin's gonna be on guard. I really don't think anything comes in the first night. Like any raids or anything. So we're gonna let that be, but we don't have beds, so Martin's on duty here. So we're gonna go to the shelled cottage, and we're gonna take our crowbar with us because we've gotten quite a bit of use out of that. And I'm pretty sure there's some stuff here that we do have to use the crowbar for, things we can break open. So we're gonna bring everything out of the house. and kind of put it into a pile. I remember that was something I used to do. Look at all those components. I used to take everything, put it all in this one pile furthest to the entrance. That way when we're coming back, we don't got to go all the way through the house. Again, we can just come right here. Speed up some of the nights. At least the nights that we're coming here. After tonight. This is kind of our big night here. We'll probably come back another night and then move on to the next place for the next night. And we're going to dig up some stuff here for sure. Which could take a little while. We should just come with a shovel. That's what we should do. We'll come back maybe next night. Let's come back with a shovel and clean that stuff up. So we're not getting everything from here in a night. But there's a lot of stuff to pick up that we wouldn't be able to get in a night anyway. And so we will see. I'm going to take everything out here. And dump it away. I did see a vegetable there. That's nice. A lot of food. We're going to need the food for sure. If I can get a couple of the traps up for food, then that will help us out. But a lot of things to build in a short period of time before we start losing our kind of start with stuff, before our supplies start going down. They will go down quick. The main one I'm worried about is food and water. If we can keep those stocked up, I will make a rainwater collector. And I think we gotta make filters for it too. So we're gonna make those up. Go, a nice pile of stuff, and hopefully we can take everything in this drawer with us. We don't gotta make another trip back up. We cannot. Weapon parts and electric parts, those are gonna come in very good use. We will need those. And out the door we go. Back down to here. To drop stuff off. Let's see. Fertilizer we can use for bait and the food thing. Food trap. That's everything there. We are going to take as much time as we can get tonight, so I may actually end up digging up one of those piles of stuff there. So we'll see. Might take a little bit to dig, but we will get there. Might do the one downstairs, because I don't know what's in the backyard. There is something over there, is there? I can't tell. That little light there. Yeah, there's something there. Is there anything down here? There is a grabbable. We'll go grab that. And we may as well dig a little bit. Just start it off, start the digs. We're going to come back with a shovel. Maybe we won't come back here tomorrow night. But if we go to another place tomorrow night and then come back here maybe the night after, just kind of alternate, then we can go ahead and have a shovel with us and just dig these up right quick. But if I can get this one, then I don't have to bring the crowbar back. Is kind of the main thing with this dig, which is about halfway done. We're at 1:30. I think we got till like 5 a.m. I believe it is. So we got quite a ways. So we'll just let this dig. And you'll see the red little circle on the floor above me there. Let's see if I can zoom in on it here. That's right now it's just a mouse, so we're not worried about that. But there will be other places where those will be footsteps of other people. And so we just have to watch out for that. And there's like this little sound wave coming out from around us as we dig here. So that will, if that was a person up there, that will alert them to the noise and they'll come down and check it out. So we're going to try to be a little bit cautious of that. And this makes a lot of noise too. See, almost hear it at the top of the house there. So we're gonna break into this. And what do we get? Do we get any goodies? Yeah, we get some goodies. So there, we're gonna take that all up here. I'm not gonna waste time digging that one there. We're not gonna dig that up, but we're gonna take everything back here and drop everything off and figure out what we're taking home for the night. We're gonna prioritize our building supplies here. We don't need any meds right now. We can always come back for the meds. I will take a stack of the food. We're going to take a ton of these components. Those are nice. Wood. We're going to be building so much things with wood. And I would like to maybe take some weapon parts. See if we can get something built back at base to maybe protect, because raiders are going to come. It's not going to be like every night, but they're going to make their way. I don't think they come on the first night regardless. So, okay. So he's pretty happy with the haul that we got there. We have 4 food, 20 components, 18 wood, and 2 weapon parts, which is all very nice. So that's good. Boris is hungry and tired. I don't think I'm going to feed until they're very tired, or not very tired, very hungry. I don't want to stay super duper on top of that. But Claudia slept poorly, so we need some beds here today. Bruno is just hungry. He's gotten over his sickness, so I am happy that we did that. We are going to send Claudia to bed here. Maybe that can help. I don't know. She's had enough. So we're going to get her to sleep tonight. Boris will be in the bed now. We've upgraded our workbench. And these barricades are going to be big for us. The first thing I'm going to build here, though, is just going to be our cooking pot. We're not going to cook today, but Bruno will be cooking for us tomorrow, and we're going to try to get that upgraded as quick as we can. And get our defenses up. So Martin has a long day ahead of him of doing stuff, and we can take Katia down here. I just remembered we can take her down here and open up this. Couldn't quite get yesterday. So medkit, food, some books. That gives us quite a few books. We got 7 books. That's a nice start on books. So we have that. Do we have the things? No, we don't have the things to upgrade it. That's okay. We need... Do we have enough for a second bed? Yeah, we do. Yeah, we got enough for a second bed and more supplies. So we're gonna do... I don't want to do that all the way up there. That just seems like such a way. I'd like to do it right there beside the other bed. We'll go up here. That's alright. And just check if we can do things here. We can make a shovel. But if we do that, we won't be able to make any barricade. We could wait another night for a barricade and just come back to that. We know there's more components at the place we were just at. So maybe we hold off on that. We have 2 beds, and we'll just get the barricade up and going. That at least gets one of them. And I wonder, since this has started, can I get Katia to build it for the amount of supplies? Yes, I think I can. So he can go back down and start something else. I think as long as he starts the building, then somebody else can do it and finish it off. So we may use that a lot. Like here, for this, we're gonna send Bruno up here to hopefully build, but he won't quite go up these stairs yet. Go, and we're gonna do that and send Martin back down. Katie is hungry. That's okay. She won't go to sleep though. So We got 2 beds now we can sleep 2. And Martin is tired. Or Martin? I guess there's no T. On Martin. Is there anything else we can build? We could build a 3rd bed. I think 2 is fine. Can we build anything over here? We can still build the shovel. We have enough. We are going to go ahead and do that. We are going to build that shovel. That's fine by me. And we have our first base defense done, so that works there. We're going to send Katia over here to finish up that. And unless we can upgrade, which I highly doubt we can, we need a lot of things, then we're actually just going to send Martin to bed. And hopefully get rid of that tires, because I think he'll be our, might be Bruno's going to be our guard tonight. And then, yeah, Katia and Martin can sleep in the beds, and Boris can go out. Yeah, we're going to do that, so we're going to skip ahead. So, sleeping in bed is going to be Katia, Martin, Boris is going to scavenge, Bruno is going to guard, and, you know, we are going to go back to the shelled cottage tonight. I was going to go over to the abandoned cottage, but we're going to go back. We have the shovel to go dig up that pile. We've already done everything with the crowbar, so we can leave that there. They can keep that. I don't know if they'll use that for a weapon if somebody tries to raid or not. But we'll see. So off we go to here. So we already know all our stuff's there. You know, this is just a mouse here, which is nice. And we've already gotten the downstairs opened. So this goes so much quicker trying to dig up this dirt than without it. But, and so we'll see what's in this pile, and then we can head back actually pretty quick. So we got everything else here. Jewel, that's going to be nice for trading. I would guess that the trader is going to come within the next day or 2. I think he comes every few days. But, again, I don't know his schedule either. So we'll see. We're going to focus. We know we need wood. We need a ton of wood. You know, we're going to take all the wood here. These electrical parts would be nice. But I think we're going to focus components. And maybe some parts. And that will be everything we get. And just to remember, we do have some stuff here left. We got lots of herbal meds here. We got medications. We got a little food. Some vegetables, which would be big for cooking, honestly. That helps save some food. The jewelry would be nice to take back. But right now it's just going to be focusing on building, and then we can come back probably 1 or 2 more times here and clean everything out. But we may just leave some stuff there until we know that we need it. Such as like medications and stuff, just so like they can't be stolen. And so he's pretty happy. 22 wood, 16 components for gears, components, parts. So Boris is tired. We are gonna send Boris to bed. I didn't even see it there, but the night must have been calm. So I didn't see the raider message. Bruno's tired. Everybody's still just hungry. Nobody's very hungry. I like to stay more on top of the tired part than the hungry part. But once they get very hungry, we're going to go ahead and get everybody fed up. Back down to the hungry state. I think it's every like 2 days it goes up. So tomorrow they'll all be very hungry tomorrow. And we're just going to check the radio here. Nothing too much going on, I don't imagine. Usually the first few days there's not a lot. Like everything's the same. If something was different, it would update on the left side there. So, what can we do? What can we build? We can build more boards. Where are we going for board up? Over there? Yeah, we're gonna send Katia to do that board up. And Martin, what else can we do? We can do another board up. Where are we going for that one? All the way up in the top. Perfect. So we can, once Katia is done, then we can send her for that. And then we can just build some quality of life stuff. Let's get a rainwater collector, maybe over here. Let's get that. Start getting some water, and we're going to need it for food. I think we got some water here. We got 8 water, 6 food, a vegetable. So we do have some stuff. They're getting a little happier with the beds. They like listening to the radio. They're glad to have some books. So we lack coffee and cigarettes for them. Not super worried about that stuff. Someone's at the door. Hey, have some stuff. So this is perfect. I have Katia right here. This is our trader. So we are going to see what we can get for some supplies. He has his vegetable. He has coffee. He has cigarettes. We're not going to go for those. We're going to go for the vegetable. And we're going to go for a ton of building supplies. And we're actually going to offer up one of these bandages. And we're going to take him for all that we can get. So he won't do that. Now the wood, you can have it for almost anything. So I think everything that works on like the you can have it for almost everything works on the same level. So we're going to take that. What else is there here? Let's see here. What else can we get? We're going to take these parts. We know we want those. And we're going to fill up this trade thing and see what we can get. We're not going to need bandages yet. And a couple lockpicks get the deal done. Can we get more of something in return? We can get 2. It's quite commons. Let's see. How much water could we get? 8, 7. 7 water. Yeah, we can get water. I'm not worried about water. I would rather have the 2 parts. We know that's going to be our deal. All of these supplies that we can get from him are going to go to use. We can build so many different things. So I would like everything if I can get it. We're going to get more medications. We're going to get more of that stuff. We do have this jewelry. That can help us. No, we're not doing that. That might be a little too overboard. Do we have... No, we don't have anything much else. I don't want to trade that, just in case somebody does get sick. Although, if he would give us... Well, he will. How much water will he give? He would give all 10 water. Now, that is kind of tempting. What else can we get? It would cost you. Ideally, if I can get something that we can trade him back, then we can only get 2 of its quick commons. So, we're going to take as much water as we can get, which is all 10. And we're going to see. So we would only be able to get 1 of the it's quite commons. So we're going to take all 3 of those for that. Big cost. And we're just going to see what else we can do for that 3 wood, because it's very small. I don't want to trade food. 3 of those for 3 pieces of wood. No. We're okay. That's great for today. That empties our stock of quite a few things, which is unfortunate, but we're also able to do a lot of building now. And I would very much like to keep doing the building, just to have everything done. She can build that. We have a rainwater collector up, which is fantastic, and that may give us, we need one electrical part to get our advanced workshop. So, very close there. Let's see. We have enough to upgrade our stove. We will have to cook tomorrow. We are going to upgrade our stove. We know we're going to have to cook tomorrow. So we're just going to go ahead and get that. There we go. And so that's done. So that'll now be cheaper to cook on than what it was. It's only going to take us 4 water, 1 wood, and 1 of each, the food and the vegetable, to make 2 pots, which is nice. It means we only got to make 2 things of water or 2 things of food to feed everybody tomorrow. Now that we did that, we just need components and weapon parts. So we're going to try to keep our eye out for that stuff. I am going to build some chairs. People have chairs to be able to go and do some things at. And we're going to send her over here to build it. As soon as he activates it, it seems to be how that's working. Let's see. Wonder if there's anything in here that we can make a knife. We can actually make 2 knives. You know, we're gonna make 1. Because that will definitely be something that we can defend ourselves with here at the base. Go. And we have our chair up there. And we don't need any more beds. We might make this herbal workshop here. This will be like our workshop area. We're just trying to get a little bit of everything right now. And then we can go ahead and actually start upgrading things now that we have our base defenses up. The next upgrade I want to get is the workshop, so we can get the better door. The better door we can get. Nobody is tired right now, which is good. We have that taken care of. And what do we need here? We need components. We need wood. We need gears. We need electrical parts. We need all of the component part things, which is okay. We were closer, but then I went ahead and did some things and spent supplies. And we'll get that crafted up. It's 5 o'clock. So maybe we can even start one of the water collectors here. There's never enough food, medication, or bandages, so he's a little upset about the bandage situation, that's fair. I would be too. Probably want some around just in case, but we're gonna get more. It'll be okay. Let's see here. And so she's saying about medication too. Simple disease will kill you in a few days without medication. So they're definitely feeling some effects here of that. Glad they have books. Someone gets sick to have a place to rest. And we're at 7 o'clock here, so we got till. And there, so our water's going. We're going to end the day. I suspect tonight there'll be a raid, since we haven't seen anything yet. So we're actually going to have Martin and Bruno. No, we're just going to have Bruno. And then we can have Martin ready to build tomorrow. Katia ready, just in case we're going to do trading or whatever. And then Boris is going to go out. We may as well make use of the beds. We're going to go to the abandoned cottage tonight. We have about half of the stuff from the Shelt cottage, so we're not going to go there. We're going to go to the abandoned cottage, and we're going to take both the shovel and the crowbar with us. I don't know why I keep going back there, but we're going to take both of that stuff with us just to clear up everything a little quicker. We're same thing, just get everything out towards the end here. Right by the entrance. Oh, no, I don't want all the things out of there. Let's mess that right up. There we go. And we're going to go underneath here. Grab everything down here. And we'll take it up. We'll go through the door, so we just don't have to keep coming down here, hopefully. I don't know if I need the shovel here, honestly. I may not have needed to bring that. I might have been able to just get by without that. But let's see. Either way, not the end of the world. We're still able to carry more than we would with any of the other people. Even without the shovel. So, oh no, there's a dig site over there. Look at that. That works. And so this is still one of those earlier places. There's not any people here. But we are getting closer. It's night 3. So we are getting closer in there. And dump that stuff off. And back in we go. So take this. And there's a little mouse going, you kind of see. That's the only footprints we'll see here. I think it would be like now. Yeah, right there, that little red. It's very small. Not gonna hurt us anyway. There's a little sign here. Family photo. Lots of stuff there. We're gonna take that. And we'll see what's in here. We're working our way upstairs. Taking supplies. And while we're in here, we may as well just go ahead and dig this right up. We'll let that go. Again, so much quicker with this than it is to just hand dig it. So happy I made that shovel. And we're going to break this open too. We're already almost at midnight, so we just got to watch our time here. I don't want to be back too crazy late. I don't know if like going back later has a bigger effect on if your character is tired. But if so, I would like to make it back earlier. Whole lot of food here. Threw my crowbar in there. We're gonna take that back. Go. Back in we go. First bit's always the most tedious bit, trying to move everything and get everything outside, especially like for places with soldiers or bandits or whatever. Then you're trying to avoid them, get everything out, and also not like rob them. First day they rob us, 2 days later they murdered a girl. I shot every one of them, but I don't want to use the gun anymore. It's broken, buried in the backyard. The next part looks shaky. If you're reading this, don't look for me. So, some sad stuff. Heavy notes in this game, but a gun buried in the backyard. I'm gonna say that's a little helping note for us. That might just come in handy. Oh, a few little things. So come back up here one more time, and then we'll have the house cleared out completely. So one night, you spend just clearing it out. Another night, come back and do it. And as you can see, there's another little search right there, right beside where we're putting our stuff. So we're gonna check that out. There is a bandage there, so that we may actually take that back, just to help people feel a little better about our situation. We've built up a lot, but we've traded away a lot of our, well, all of our meds and stuff, so we can rebuild. I can't trade them away for too long, because we will need them. There's going to be points where we're going to deal with bandits and soldiers, and they got guns. So, we're going to see. We're not going to try to go out and, like, kill innocent people, but our characters might run into situations where we might be forced to. So right there, broken pistol, weapon parts. So that's going to be helpful. I don't know if we're taking that tonight. That might be another night thing, but we'll see. We're definitely taking those 2 bandages back. Any of the 2 stack like that. Yep. 4 food, yes. Fertilizer. You know, I will take some fertilizer back. That can help us with some food traps. Components. We know we need components. We know this. We're going to take back a lot. Parts. We know we need those. Weapon parts. We know we need those. These electrical parts. We need all of this stuff. And unfortunately, we just don't have enough room to take it all back. I may even put some of these components back. And that fertilizer. I don't have the trap yet. So I think we're just going to sacrifice that stuff for another night. And come back for it. So we're going to get out of here. We got all of our stuff. I suspect to see a raid tonight. We haven't had one yet. I'd be kind of surprised if we didn't have one now. So let's see. And everybody's looking okay. He's happy we got plenty of stuff. And the night was calm. Wow. Again, calm. I am surprised. We do got to get Bruno over here to cook up some food. Have to get food at all costs. Food is the priority now. We must persevere. We're going to make food. That's what we're doing today. Today is food day. We need some fuel. We need 2 fuel. We can do it with books. We can do it with wood. We can do it with components. I'm just going to do it with wood. And we're going to get everybody down there. And ready to eat. I'm hoping that comes out to 4 meals. Once we cook it up here, that should make 4 and only cost us 2 food, 2 vegetable, 2 wood, 6 water. So that's nice. Everybody's very hungry. Today is food day. Let's get that done, and let's check the radio while we're right here. Is there anything new? Nothing new. Still gonna be nice. We know the winter's about halfway through. That we know. So we're just gonna stay ready for that. Probably around day 10, 12, somewhere in there, we're gonna build our first heater. Just to have it. We'll see where we're at with supplies, but I'd like to just have them ready before we get there. So Kadia's gonna get her meal. Just like that. And Bruno, who's tired, so we're going to feed him, and he's going to go straight to bed. He's had a long morning cooking food. And I think he guarded last night, too, if I remember right. We had him guard, so. Long day for Bruno. Martin is going to be building, so he can get the next pot. Next pot of beans. And then you can go over here, and Boris is very hungry and tired, so We're gonna get Boris this and send Boris to bed. That's everybody fed. And we have people coming to the door here. Like 2 kids. Please help me. Okay. Well, let's see here. I don't want to send up Claudia, but I do want to build some more things. So we're just going to start a couple things to build here, and then maybe let others craft them up. Do we have enough to upgrade? We do not, so we need a little more upgrading. And this, can we do anything here? We can craft up a whole bunch of cigarettes, so we're going to do that. And let's send Martin up here, unless he can craft any weapons. He can, but we're going to keep the parts, I think. We've got a couple chairs now going. We'll make a couple filters here. We're just going to set that up, and we're going to send Martin up and talk to these guys. See what they need. We may go, their mom is sick, please help us. We live several blocks away from here. Our mom is very ill. She needs medications. Can you spare any? Without your help, she will die. After Daddy went to fight, we have only her. Please help save us. We do not have 2 medications. We cannot actually help them. I would like to, because I believe helping people is kind of the thing you're supposed to do here. But we can't. That's unfortunate. We'd have given those children meds if we had any left. Yeah. Their cabinet was empty, so they're pretty sad over this. This is really, really unfortunate for them. I don't even think we had 2 medications there. I mean, we may have had 1. But rough break. If it was just like a band-aid, like bandage, could have done that. But I mean, I was focusing on bringing stuff home, so on supplies. So maybe I should have been bringing that stuff back to do that. But this is where we're at. We gotta figure it out. So we got those done. So that's some filters. We are going to go ahead and get some rainwater filters going, just to build up with some water early. And she's building this chair, which was set up by Marin. I always say Martin. It should be a T. I know it's not, but it just feels so much like that should be Martin. And we have everything else in there. We just need to get the things to upgrade, which is components and wood. We need 19 components, and how much wood was it? 6. 6 wood, 19 components. We're just gonna send Marn. See, caught myself, no T. Marn to roll those cigarettes up. She could sit in a chair. Bruno was sad. Everybody got food though. We got that. We got the food handled. I don't think there's anything else for us to do here today, so we're just going to skip along into the night. Still no raiders. Still have not had any raiders. That is concerning, because they're going to come. So we're going to have Bruno. Again, he's basically our guard in this moment. Marin, he's going to sleep. Katia is going to sleep. And Boris is gonna go out. Where do we go? We got some food, some materials, lots of meds, which we would have needed, lots of parts, but we mostly need materials, and there's materials at the abandoned cottage. We're gonna go back to the abandoned cottage one more time before we go somewhere else. We're not taking anything with us. We're just going in, grabbing our supplies, and we're gonna get out of here pretty much right after. let's see. We don't have any meds here except these, well, herbal meds. We know we need components. That's 8, 12, 16, 20. That gets us our upgrade that we're looking for. We know we need 6 wood. There's 8. We're going to take a little more of this stuff. There. And what else do we want to take back? I got 1 slot there. I think we're going to take back the herbal meds. Although we haven't seen the trader. So maybe we take back this moonshine. Drop off 2 pieces of wood so we have some here. And still take the herbal meds. Yeah, let's do that. So there. We're in out of the night that quickly. So again, he's happy with the hauls that we're bringing, and there's the raid. That's what we were looking for. We knew it was going to happen one of these nights. Someone came at night to take our things by force. Someone tried to rob us. They were a tough and mean bunch, but they didn't do much harm. Thankfully, we were all armed. Bruno was wounded. Not good. But the attackers didn't steal anything good. We should put more people on guard. So I should have probably put 2 people on guard. We got 36 component, 12 wood, 1 moonshine, 1 herbal med, and Bruno is slightly wounded. Slightly wounded is okay. I used to be optimist, one of those people who would have sworn that war wouldn't come. Wars happen far away in third world countries, or so I thought. Even when I was listening to the news get scarier day by day, I did not believe all these things was about to happen. So that's part of his story, about who he is. It's kind of neat to have that stuff added in. So we're going to send Bruno to bed. He did his thing yesterday, he cooked, and he guarded last night. That's okay. We know Boris is tired from scavenging. Boris is pretty well just going to be our scavenger. I don't mind the slow part. That's fine. I'm very happy to have the carry space. Be able to bring more things back. And that leaves Marin and Katia again to be kind of our builders, our people around. Let's get this upgrade here done. And let's go down and put a water filter in our water, because we will have to cook tomorrow. So we are going to have Bruno in bed pretty much all night. He's just going to stay there and work that wound off. We don't have a lot of supplies. And really anything I want to spend for a slight wound. I could use a bandage, but if it's only slight, I'm pretty sure he can get by without having to do that. The next thing we need is this reinforced door. We need an electrical part, we need wood, we need components. So we need those things. For sure. And now we can start building these. The heat lamp, the mixer, and the thermal regulator. All electrical parts, which is going to be what we're looking for moving forward. So we'll see. We can't build this herbal garden yet either. That's going to be something we're going to get up. We're going to have to get these stills up as well. How is our food doing? We made a food trap, didn't I? No, I didn't. Oh, we should make a food trap. Wrong one to make a food trap. We need gears. Okay, well, there's not much we can do here today. Can't upgrade that. No, we can't upgrade very much today. It's not looking like the trader's coming by today. Let's see how the news is looking. It's looking about the same. Yeah. I think this one's just the weather. Anything nicer than a warm, sunny day? They probably is. It's a appreciable thing. Okay, so there is that. We are going to go ahead and pretty well just end the day off. Some tired people. Skip through. Bruno sleeping in bed. Hands down. sleeping in bed. Marin, guard. Kadia in bed. Boris, scavenge. We are going to go back to the shelled cottage. We're not taking anything with us. We're just going to have a quick night. And that will probably end this part off. So let's see what we can find here. So here we go. Herbal meds. We're going to take 2 of those. We know we need components. We do. We're going to take them all. We know we need gears. We know we need electrical parts. We know we need gears. The valuable I'll take back because we didn't get the merchant yet. So, trader. And we're going to take the meds. We're going to take the fertilizer, the vegetables, and take 10 water. The weapon part, the electrical part, and we'll leave everything else here. And we'll head back. So let's see where we get. Day 6. We're moving along in here, getting quite through. Again, he's happy with what we brought back. The night was calm, so we are actually going to leave off there, and we will start up again from here from day 6. So thank you very much for watching. I hope you've enjoyed this episode of this war of mine. I'm enjoying playing this so far and getting back into it and just trying to remember all the things that I used to do on here that I needed to build and whatnot. It's quite fun. Consider liking and subscribing if you enjoyed, and I will see you in the next video. Thanks for watching.